Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. DrJohnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Seminar in Houston, Texas. And we got Dr. Tony Sanchez here with us from Gilbert, Arizona. And him and another doctor from Minnesota came in here this week to do the 3-day seminar that we have here in Houston to train other licensed chiropractors the Johnson biophysics technique. And this is day 2 at the end of the day. We've already completed seeing our patients for the day, so it's time for this is Dr. Tony's second adjustment today, and Tristan did his one this morning, and then I'm doing the one this afternoon, so we're going to tag team him today. And this is, you know, this seminar that we hold here teaches chiropractors all about history taking, orthopedic neurological examinations, clinical procedures and protocols for these adjustments, lines of drive, contact points, a lot of technical information, wouldn't you say, Doc?
Yes, a lot. Researched.
What would you share with the doctors who are probably going to be watching this and asking questions about what we do here?
I would say the main thing is so much education. It's just so much information to assimilate. But Dr. Gregory does a great job of explaining it to us, and it's just great. I mean, you'd be surprised.
There's a lot more goes into this than just what they're seeing on videos too.
It's a lot, yes.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, this is considered a postgraduate education seminar. Have you been to any other postgraduate education seminars that are this hands-on clinical?
No, nothing even close.
Yeah.
Remotely, yeah.
It's all one-on-one stuff too, huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a one-on-one ring dinger on Dr. Tony this afternoon. So let's check your posture first. Let's have you go forward and backwards for me, Doc, and then back to neutral. Wow, Dr. Sanchez standing up like a military man already. That's just after 2 days worth of treatment. Look at that.
All the
You
adjustments.
squared off like a military man. Let's do the ring dinger first.
Okay.
Now there's a rhyme and reason for everything. Whenever we have the patients on the ring dinger table, we raise the legs up first, parallel to the floor, so that we can relax the lumbopelvic musculature that goes all the way up the spine to the occiput. It also flattens the lumbar curve out, so when we're doing the y-axis pull adjustment, we're getting less resistance in the lumbar spine because it's already flattened out in the y-axis, as opposed to having to pull the curve out simultaneously. So we pin the pelvis in on the iliac crest. On top of the iliac crest, slide down just a little bit, Doc. There you go. Put these guys here. I'm gonna put the big squeeze on you for the second time today. Tristan squeezed you this morning. I'm gonna squeeze you this afternoon. There we go. Nice deep breath. There you go. See, look there. See how much pressure I'm putting in there? That I can
was
deform
awesome.
the bone that much.
That was deep.
Yep. Did you feel that one all the way down?
All the way down.
Tilt left, tilt right. There you go. See, the really important thing about an adjustment is you bring the joint to tension, and then the art of chiropractic is then making a high velocity, low amplitude thrust into the angles of the facets, breaching the paraphysiological space and going to the anatomical integrity of the ligament so that you fire off mechanoreceptors, which are afferent neurons in the synovial joints. That sends afferent information into the brain. The brain analyzes that and then sends out efferent messages to the periphery of the body. So when we do this, we're getting a massive bombardment of afferent neurological impulses into the brain, affecting what's called neuroplasticity. That's the brain's adaptation to its environment, both internally and externally. And that's the art of the adjustment. There's a lot more to this than just yanking on people's necks, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah. We do not recommend that you do this from anyone that is not trained and licensed to do this technique. There's a lot of people out there trying to do knockoffs, the Y strap and the wrapping a towel around somebody's neck and that tightens up a little, huh? Your right,
Yes,
left
right
leg got a
side.
little longer. So just even with these adjustments, my contact is the pisiform. I'm on the left side of his sacrum right now, and I'm driving that straight superior to inferior. Left sacrum, or right sacrum, straight superior to inferior. Central sacrum, superior to inferior. Right SI joint, a little bit of X-axis and a little bit of Z-axis as well. And now what we're trying to do with these is to create that afferent neurological impulse that goes up into the brain. When you open these joints up, you stimulate the mechanoreceptors in those joints. P-day lumbar, L5, L4, L3, L2, all the way up into L1. And the lines of drive changes from straight P-day to P-day to IS the higher you come up in the spine, because that's the angles of the facets in the lumbar spine. They're called zygapophyseal joints. And if y'all think I'm just using big words to impress you, you can look up every single word I've ever used in any of my videos, and it's in the science. That's what you're about. Yep. Good. Okay, now let's have you put both arms out. See how I'm pushing them straight X-axis? That's right. See, they're getting it.
Yep.
41 years of knowledge in 3 days.
Yeah. But I got some good ring dingers here in the last 2 days too, so. Okay, let's set you up, face that way. There we go. Oh boy.
Yep, nice.
Crackhead's gonna love you too, Dr. Sanchez. And Dr. Sanchez and Dr. Rickard are both going to be delivering these techniques in their respective states, Arizona and Minnesota, because they've already bought the table, and I'm selling them a couple tables out of my inventory, so they'll have their tables pretty quickly.
You already have yours, right?
I already have mine.
You already have yours, yeah.
And yours should be in your office next week.
So as soon as they get it bolted to the floor, they'll be ready to lock and load you. Let's go over here and shoot you. There we go. Okay. So you start down here at 67. Do the paraspinals and the thoracics all the way down. And I can go into the lumbars as well. But you notice I'm pushing the head forward as I'm doing this?
Yes,
You see the range of motion improving the whole time?
definitely.
So what we're doing with this, I know a lot of you have questions on this device. This is called a arthrostim, and it's a rapid acceleration, but that's a thrust as well. And when we're doing the paraspinal muscles, we are affecting neurological organ inside of the muscle spindles called the Golgi tendon organ and Ruffini cells as well, which send information up into the cerebellum and the motor cortex to analyze that and then send back down information efferently to relax these muscles. And you get evidence of that by his increased range of motion as I'm doing that. So let's see your homework. Good job, wow. And these guys get it, so I'm really proud and honored to have them here and teaching them this week, because they really are hungry to add this to their repertoire of what they provide to their patients.
Definitely.
What would you share with our YouTube audience about your experience so far here the first 2 days at our office and what you've observed?
I would say it's intense. So much information, research backed. That's what I like about it. Everything is research backed, so I feel very confident taking this home.
And I've shown you a bunch of that research in the last day too, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's a real deal.
Yes, I'm excited.
But don't let anybody that's not trained in doing this try to do a knockoff ring dinger on you, because there is no knockoff. If you don't have this table and you haven't been trained by me to do this technique, it's not the ring dinger. These guys will be team ring dinger after tomorrow. So you can feel confident that they have had the science, art, and philosophy of the Johnson biophysics technique and can deliver that to you safely and effectively. And that's my job to teach them to do that. And they're both doing a great job so far. You've done ring dingers on me and Tristan.
Yes.
You've been doing a couple of them a day.
Yes.
And you've been observing us doing them all day.
Yep.
From a chiropractor's perspective, this is postgraduate education. You have to take off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday out of your office, so it's an expense to come here and do this. What would you say about the price that I charge for the seminar and the cost of the table compared to what you're getting out of it?
I think it's well worth it. I mean, the biggest thing I've seen is, because I treat a lot of patients in Arizona, you know, and you get used to seeing different things. I've been seeing Dr. Gregory's patients here. I haven't been treating them, but I've been watching him work on them, and I've seen the difference. I've been able to talk to them, the things that he's been able to help them with. It's incredible. So the cost is nothing. If I could help people, it's really exciting. Priceless, yeah.
Yeah, and plus it'll add fun back into the practice for you too, because there's nothing like changing people's lives for the better every single day and watching that happen right before your very eyes.
Yeah,
and then they refer their family, their friends, their coworkers in. So it's just a win-win for everybody who receives this technique. And we're just honored to have you here. Thank you for your attention this week.
Yeah, thank you for what you do.
Thank you. This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Seminar in Houston, Texas, with Dr. Tony Sanchez from Gilbert, Arizona. Give them your office information so they can get in touch with you.
Definitely.
Schedule.
Gilbert, Arizona. It's called the Spine House Chiropractic. You can Google it. My phone number is 480-799-8980.
And you're taking new patient appointments for this right now, right?
Yes.
Because you've already had a patient scheduled with you, right? From just the first video that we did with you. And that's part of why we do this with the doctors too, because when you see doctors doing this technique and you feel comfortable with them and what they've learned and how they're performing the technique, you can rest assured that it can be delivered to you safely and effectively as a result of their sacrifice and their money that they've spent to come here and learn this stuff. So thanks again. Welcome to Team Ring Dinger.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all soon.